I posted a tweet last night on my Twitter after I woke up from a brief 1 hour nap that I dozed off after my Raw review last night. And I thought I'd come up here and just talk a little bit about some thoughts I've had recently about the channel going forward. I've said off and on since I got out of college, at some point I'm going to have to cut back a little bit. Or I may get my times where it's just like I need a break. Because I don't want, again, here's my thing, guys. I don't want to quit this channel. I do not want to leave YouTube. Again, the fact that last year this time I didn't even have my channel. And for the longest time, I personally didn't feel like I was getting it back. I really didn't think I was going to get it back. But then back in February, when I got it back, I was thrilled and redeemed. Because this has kind of been like, again, YouTube I just do for fun. It's just my space. I can come up here and just be me and just, talk about whatever I want. Wrestling, baseball, video games, all that jazz. Of course, at one point in my life, I was just working from home. I was not consistently busy, or of course, back for 6 weeks from March till the beginning of May, when I got laid off from my other job because of the pandemic, I had time, and I was just relaxing and just having fun and just doing this to continue to get my mind off things. And to be honest, off and on this whole year, I've had some moments where I didn't really feel like doing a Raw review or talking about SmackDown. And quite frankly, recently, kind of NXT also at times, within the past month or so. Because again, it's not wrestling's fault. I mean, partially yes, because, Vince McMahon, stubborn in his own ways, is now taking full advantage of micromanaging everything. Since there's no real live audience, there is, the Thunderdome and the virtual, stuff going on. And basically, there's no true reactions going on in the wrestling business. Let alone except for AEW. Because AEW actually did, the talent being fans role right. And they've actually have about 10 to 15% in attendance. Still making the shows feel more organic than what Raw, SmackDown, and NXT is. Because those shows, they're a babyface. They get cheered out of the building. And if they're heels, boo. And, I've said, the past couple of years, there's always things I feel like, this is one of the worst things I've seen in wrestling. But with how much, especially Raw, SmackDown, and NXT have been micromanaged this year, I feel like just like sometimes I come up here and I don't know what I'm saying about these shows. Because there really isn't anything to talk about. There really isn't. Like last night's episode, this week's episode of Raw, the only thing that really caught my eye, I thought, was the stuff with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. And then, most of the time anymore, when I do shows like that, where I'm talking about a show that barely anything happened on, I find myself getting exhausted. And again, I don't know if it's because, again, the past month, work has been very stressful. I'm not going to deny that. I've been very stressed at work. Skeleton Crew, holiday rush, tough time. Just a tough time for my job during that. So part of me feels like maybe it's that. Or maybe it's just the fact that I'm honestly getting bored of watching wrestling. It's true. I there's nothing interesting, really, make me want to watch. Excited for Raw. Nothing really excited for SmackDown except for Roman Reigns. NXT, I'll be honest, I sometimes feel like I still have the mentality that NXT is supposed to be the best show out there, but in reality, it's suffering too. Is it as bad as the main roster? No, but it's suffering also. And there's been times where I really didn't feel like reviewing some of these shows because I just don't know what to talk about them. And my thing is I've thought about at times like skipping a Raw or a SmackDown review. or sometimes NXT. Well, usually, only time I've skipped NXT reviews if it was like, the Fallout show from like the takeovers, where it used to basically just recap the takeover and have like the pre-show matches on. That really meant nothing. There was nothing to review there. But I'm just gonna be honest and say, especially in the past month, I just haven't really been happy with the content on my channel, and that is the main focus of this video. I've thought about. There have been times where I thought about maybe scrapping multiple weekly reviews and doing just one big review talking about what happened on the show that week. That's what I was kind of doing when I was streaming only on Periscope. But then, of course, I got bored of Periscope because it was my actual channel. Where here, of course, I'm enjoying my YouTube channel, but I wish I can do more than besides these weekly reviews. So, I'm not sure what's going to happen moving forward. But I'm starting to feel like I'm getting to a point where something may have to change on this channel. Even like tonight, I watched AEW, I reviewed AEW tonight, but I didn't do any polls. I didn't do any Twitter polls. I didn't feel like doing any Twitter polls. So, I don't know if NXT for now, I may just be watching the highlights, not watching the whole show, and then just reviewing based off of there. I'm not sure if, I'm going to review Raw and SmackDown every single week, or if I do review them, maybe just, do like the talking point, just like talk about, okay, this happened, but what I liked about the show was this, and this. Structures may have to change, I don't know. But I'm getting to a point now where I feel like I may have to make some changes. I may have to cut back on some streams. Because right now, I think I'm just getting burned out. And there's nothing going on Raw. SmackDown, Roman Reigns. That's basically all that's interesting about SmackDown right now. NXT is whatever, but that show's not even lighting the world on fire for me. AEW, though, is doing fine. But as far as weekly reviews, it may be time I take a break for like a couple weeks. Or just not like push myself to review every single week. Like I said, maybe it's the shows. Maybe it's just, work right now. Maybe it's that, I have a ton of other things on my mind. Like, now that, unless, another shutdown happens and I get laid off again, I'm trying to move out. When I was off from work for a week in October, I started looking into some places. And I haven't really been able to look at much since, because ever since I got back to work, the holiday rush started, and I've been super busy, especially in the last month. So, like, after Christmas is over, I want to start gearing up in that apartment hunt again. I've been dragging my feet big time on my Harry Potter Let's Play. I want to be able to, do more video game Let's Plays again. I mean, I'm still veering away from Wolfenstein games for now, because, a Wolfenstein game Let's Play, well, it was more so what I said in it, which, again, I never meant anything by it, but obviously it came across as something that, someone did find offended, and again, I do apologize, but none of my videos are ever meant for that. But I still do some video game Let's Plays. I've wanted to do some top 10 streams for a while, but it's just that I just don't have the time to set them up. Because I'm not going to be able to do this month at all, do any, end of the year stuff that I usually do. Maybe I'll do it in January, I don't know. But, it might be the time to shuffle the content a little bit, is what I'm saying. Maybe, take a break from these weekly reviews, do some, special topic videos, so I don't know. Just something. But, like I said, I'm trying to sleep on it. Because I don't want to say it's because I'm bored of the reviews. I may be bored of the shows that I'm talking about. It may be because I'm just extra tired because I've been very, swamped at work and just not feel like doing things when I get home because I'm just exhausted. I'm not sure what it is. So, I want to keep this channel going as long as I can, guys. But I'm starting to hit a point where I may have to make some changes. And coming from a guy who likes to be consistent, I may need to just let go of some things. And I don't know what it is. Like this week, like I said, I'm gonna watch just the highlights of NXT, review NXT based off the highlights. Like, especially during the holidays, I'm probably not going to be up to date on reviews at all whatsoever. All of our stuff's up in the air for the holidays right now. I don't know what's going on for the most part, but again, guys, just know that I do. Again, it's not you guys. It's just my personal preferences and what I got going on with me right now. You know, I love all you guys. I appreciate all the support you've given me on this channel over the years. And again, I still want this to kind of continue to be, you know, my place to come up here, detach myself from the world, and be me and have fun. And if me cutting back on streams for a couple weeks or something, or just like do more of like talking point shows, not like full show reviews or something like that, that may be what I have to do right now. So, as always, guys, please support the channel. Please slap the like button. Subscribe or comment on my channel. You know, reach out to me for any questions about anything I plan on doing. Again, maybe in 2021 I'll get to bring back top 10 streams. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But there's obviously, again, other things I want to do right now besides talk wrestling. So, we'll see where it goes, guys. Have a good night. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out, everybody.